Hi Scorpio, the Awakened Dreamer here to give you your general monthly tarot reading for the month of March 2021. And I do want to take this moment as always to remind you to like this video, leave me a comment, and do subscribe to this channel if you haven't already. And don't forget that little notification bell. Now, when meditating on your energy overall for the month, the message that came through was on top of the world. On top of the world, Scorpio, okay. And keep in mind, general reading for the sign of Scorpio. Don't forget to check your other placements for other messages, my friends. But we're going to begin by pulling a message or two, or a couple messages from the Spirit Animal Oracle deck for our lovely Scorpios to begin this monthly tarot reading. Monthly read for Scorpios, March 2021. Thank you, Spirit. Ooh, sorry if that was loud. They don't even want them. Keep them coming. Thank you, Spirit, for our Scorpios. Hopefully I'm speaking loud enough. It is very early here. As you can see, blinds aren't even open. If they were, it wouldn't matter because it's dark out. Thank you, Spirit. Keep them coming for Scorpio. And that one came up before. Okay. You just want those four. Actually, I'm going to show this. Bottom of the deck, Buffalo Spirit, the abundant universe will provide. Reminding you that everything you've been through, Scorpio, is worth it at the end of the day. And I mean, the overall message of you feeling on top of the world, I think it's truly a month where you're being reminded on a multitude of levels that the universe will provide all that you need, all that you want at the end of the day. Your hard work doesn't go unnoticed. Nice. Oh, okay, we have more than I thought. Makes 6 total. Let's see. Armadillo Spirit, set healthy boundaries. It's a month, Scorpio, where you've learned from certain past relationships and situations, you know, like your past jobs or past soul connections or, you know, love relationships, you name it. You've learned from not instilling boundaries from the beginning. You now have a better understanding of your self-worth, how much other people should respect you at the end of the day, and you kind of instill that feeling, those boundaries once again from the very beginning as new people continue to enter your life. Wow, moving into March. And the number 3, my friend, is very spiritual. It's a very spiritual number. I feel like a lot of you are getting more spiritually connected. Nice. And then on that note, Coyote Spirit, trust in divine detours. As well as Hawk Spirit, let Spirit be your guide. Spirit saying that this isn't something that happened previous to March. I feel like a lot of you Scorpios will be going through a bit of a divine detour, whether it's in one area of your life or your life as a whole. And you're being advised and guided to trust that guidance, trust that detour. It's a blessing in disguise, even if it feels rough in the moment. For some of you, this could simply be a detour in your career or in your relationship where you have to understand that your guides, your angels, have been noticing and seeing things behind the scenes that you have not, whether it's people talking behind your back or it's people not having your best interest at the end of the day, or it just simply being a toxic environment that you are aware of or not. Either way, Spirit is putting you on a bit of a detour this month, whether it's small, big, one area, multiple areas, you name it, it's going to be necessary at the end of the day. Just something to keep in mind. And then we have Seahorse Spirit, watch and wait. And I feel like it's a month, Scorpio, where you're being told, even though you feel on top of the world, even though you're feeling amazing, ready to go, ready to accomplish anything or to improve anything in your life, they're saying it's time to watch and wait. It's time to observe. Interesting, because that came in at the end of Cancer's reading. Time for you to observe other people and situations as you figure out who's still going to be removed or what situations still have to be removed or left behind moving forward, as well as observing and assessing new people and situations entering your life since you have been continuously making these sort of adjustments recently. And then we have Lizard Spirit for the sixth and final message for these. Dream the world into being, or dream your world into being. Reminding you to, while you feel on top of the world, manifest this month, my friend. Dream, imagine in a positive, optimistic light your perfect ideal life, however that pertains to you. You know, these changes and adjustments you've been making, you will continue to do so. What are they in effort for? What are they to, what are they leading to? You know, if you're removing somebody or a situation or a job or whatever it is, they clearly or don't fit in to your ideal life. So what is that for you? Dream it into reality this month, all right? Co-create with spirit. Let's continue by pulling 6 tarot cards, a simple 6-card spread, if you will, for the month, for our lovely Scorpios to continue this monthly reading for March. For Scorpio. Thank you, Spirit. And we're going to pull the last 3 right from the top of the deck. Wow. Interesting energy. 3 of Wands, it feels like you truly do have this large, grand vision for your life, and it's a month where you will be planning for it. Just make sure it is in an optimistic light. Make sure you are doing so with courage, with passion, my friend. I think you'll do just that. We're starting off with the Ace of Swords. So you begin the month with an ace. I mean, it's all about fresh starts, new beginnings. But there's a sense that you're overthinking to start the month. Your mind can't stop racing. You overthinking how things are going to unravel. You feeling good for whatever reason, feeling content and peaceful, maybe because of what happened at the end of February, but it feels like you need a reminder at the beginning of the month that the universe will provide, that the universe has noticed your hard work and your dedication, and even the ups and downs you've experienced along the way. They're saying you need to stop your overthinking because it's going to create a blockage, it's going to get in the way of all that the universe is trying to provide you, different forms of abundance, if you will. And we move on to the Devil card. And the overthinking continues, and it seems to be something you do too often, where you can see in this imagery in the Devil card, your overthinking is truly controlling you at times. It's making you feel like you don't have that sense of control or, that sense of control of your life or your mind, your mental space. And remember, what you think, what you focus on becomes your reality at the end of the day. So it's a habit that Spirit needs you to work on moving forward. But I think you do a good job of it, or Spirit in the universe helps you out in one way, shape, or form. Because you end the first half of the month and spread with the King of Swords, and you're feeling really confident, maybe a little bit over serious at this point, but you're still feeling really good, feeling really honest as well. So tread carefully with your words if you do end up expressing your truth in one way, shape, or form. But either way, it feels like for some of you, you might express your truth to somebody, and that will make you feel on top of the world. It'll be like a release, getting it off your chest, weight off your shoulders. At this point, it feels like you do some thorough reflecting, if you will, on what you've been through, overcome, realizing that you are so much wiser because of it all. And I think you'll get a reminder that your guide has been with you 24/7 through it all. You don't have to remind them of the difficulties you've been through. This is why you're going to be feeling on top of the world. This is why things are going to start to work out for you, because you've been through it all, because you didn't give up at the end of the day when you could have. And people notice that too, not even just your spirit guides or soul connections that notice all that you've been through, all that you've overcome, and how strong and wise you truly are these days. Wow. The Empress. So half of this, we have 2 major arcanas and an ace, my friend. Huge life transformation, change, fresh starts. But so you begin the second half of the month in the spread with the Empress card. And there's this feeling that you're starting to give birth to your own world, a new life for yourself. a new and improved way of being as well. It's like you're not just giving birth to a new life, or a new way. It feels like a new way of being as well, a new you, where a lot of people may not know how to react or adjust because it's just like you're not who you used to be. You've changed and evolved and elevated so much at this point that it's like we got a whole new Scorpio on our hands, but a better, healthier, and more improved version, a wiser, stronger version, one that's not afraid to speak the truth clearly. Being aligned with the Ace of Swords, they're saying, just make sure you don't overthink this fresh start, this beginning. It's meant for you, it's destined, it's going to benefit you in an enormous, or in a multitude of ways. And being side by side with this lizard spirit, all about dreaming your world into being. Yes, my friend, I mean, it's perfect that these are side by side, all about you dreaming and imagining and manifesting, co-creating this perfect life and world for yourself. Yeah, I mean, this is what happens when you decide to co-create with spirit, when you decide to go with the flow and step up and make certain necessary changes. Things start to improve, things start to feel fresh. And then moving forward, we have the 7 Wands. And so you make your way to the middle of the second half of the month, and it feels like a lot of people are coming at you, whether it's opinions, voices, it could be just a lot of noise, either way. You're feeling like protecting your inner peace. You're just kind of like, that's a lot. I'm going to just back it up real quick. There's a sense that Scorpios out there at this point in the month will need to kind of enter hermit mode maybe, but they are saying, my friend, be careful, because in hermit mode, when you're sort of stepping back into your own energy, it can be healthy, it can be productive, but for you, stepping back into that moment where there's the true chance to overthink again, just be careful. Don't allow yourself to trickle back into bad habits or allow it to create any sort of mental funk for you. Because then it's like, you might as well just be out there, you know, with all the noise, and do you see what I'm saying, in the opinions, because the overthinking is just equally as unhealthy. Still, like, once again, something to work on. Nobody's perfect. 7 of Swords. But there's this feeling that even when you're in hermit mode, even when you're kind of protecting your own energy, when you're sort of giving birth, there's this on top of the world feeling, like you just feeling so good and ready for new and fresh things, but in a peaceful, more content way. Not in a like, I want to scream from the top of a building or the top of a mountain. It's more so like, I'm feeling more so on top of the world because I'm giving birth to my own world, a new one for myself. One that I can be proud of, one that doesn't have all of this chaos and stress and obstacles every 2 seconds of your life or along the way. Wow. But it's interesting because you end with the 7 of Swords, and the month in the spread, I mean. And there's this feeling that you don't want to tell most people from your past life, meaning like your life before you give birth to this new one. It's just feeling that there would be, once again, too many opinions, too many people coming at you, too much noise, where you just feel the need to keep things more simplistic moving forward, realizing over time that simplicity brings you more happiness, more peace, more joy at the end of the day, more contentment. And so it's like, why would you keep making decisions or tell everybody, you know, moving forward, that if those moves or decisions are going to remove that sense of inner peace or make things more complicated? I feel that you just really strive for simplicity at this point. That makes you feel on top of the world. Interesting. And it's aligned with the King of Swords, and they're saying, remember to, even though you're feeling quite secretive, even though you're feeling like not telling everybody at this point in the month to finish off, it does feel like you're still feeling very honest. You're still feeling ready to, if somebody comes at you in a too forceful of a way, trying to tell you how to proceed or trying to figure out what you're up to or what your next step is, your next move, there is the chance that you will be very quick to say your truth. You will be very quick to be like, stop. And so just tread carefully. Just don't, you can do it in a way that isn't destructive. All right? Utilize your past experiences to help you figure out how to best deal with some of these stressful energies. But you are going to be feeling on top of the world, and there's this sense that you're just going to be in the spotlight, my friend. I think it's because of the maturity, the grace that you embody when tackling new opportunities, when dealing with such difficulties that you faced in the past. Wow. Also for just simply speaking your truth at the end of the day, having the courage to do so. Okay, Scorpio. We're going to finish off by pulling a couple of messages from the Small Star Seeds deck. That was one. What else do we have for Scorpio? Thank you, Spirit. We're just going to go with these two. We got meditation. Take a moment to connect to Source through quiet, reflective meditation. It does feel like, especially at this point in the month, you can see that's a meditative imagery right there. Meditative stance. It's going to be beneficial for you to ground yourself, to center yourself, to breathe this month when things get overwhelming or when you find yourself overthinking as well. Vibration. Your vibration is being raised to higher levels. You are connected to cosmic intelligence. Yeah, I mean, in a month where things are still transforming and changing and you're still working on your own personal habits and whatnot, and figuring out how to move forward, Spirit in the universe is assisting you with raising your vibration, with you moving towards all that you deserve, a happier, more content, but still yet peaceful life for yourself. All right, Scorpio? So enjoy this month as you feel truly on top of the world in your own unique way. So I hope this reading was truly helpful. Don't forget to like this video, leave me a comment, and do subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. I hope you have the most amazing month, and I'll see you next time. Bye, Scorpio.